the feel-alive personality himself. The man who's steering the wheel of this giant network that entertains millions of viewers across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome CEO of Sony Pictures Networks India, Mr. N.P. Singh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Likewise, thank you, sir.
Good evening. Namaskar. After that fantastic performance, do we feel alive? Do we? Okay. Thank you for being here this evening for the launch of Sony BBC Earth. And thank you all for always being such a big support to the network. Sony Pictures Networks now has a lineage of 22 years, and in these 22 years, we've launched many successful, strong, popular brands, bases, deep consumer insights. Today, we have a presence, and a strong one, in almost all the major genres in the market, whether it's Hindi channel entertainment, Hindi movies, English channel entertainment, English movies, music, Bangla language, and of course, a very strong presence now in sports as well. So I'm sure on 6th of March, when you see the channel, if not today, you will feel alive then, and so will our viewers. Thank you again for being here. We would like to showcase an AV for you. And global markets, BBC Worldwide, to talk about BBC's heritage and their perspective on this partnership.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up. This is the golden handshake photograph of two giant networks coming together. Truly epic. Louder, it's a feel alive situation.
Thank you.
I'd request Mr. Paul Dempsey, President Global Markets for BBC Worldwide, to please say a few words.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I certainly feel alive seeing those two great world-class brands next to each other. It's another step in the relationship that we enjoy together, MP, here. What started a few years ago when you were a great supporter of our production activities, extended into being the home of some of our biggest programs, now comes to a biggest stage of all, which is a joint venture and one of our biggest and best-loved brands. I feel alive also because it's a very proud moment for me to be here as part of the long and deep relationship that the BBC has enjoyed here in India. The second source we went to was one of our biggest global, most loved brands, BBC Earth. It's our biggest channel brand in the world. It enjoys an audience of around 500 million in the 39, soon to be 40 markets in which it operates.
See, give it up, ladies and gentlemen. It's about feeling alive from within, and that's what counts. You know what? We're live on Facebook. I really want you to put hashtag Feel Alive, Sony BBC Earth launch hashtag, and put it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Let the world feel alive, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, I would like to call on stage the man who will be at the helm of this outstanding channel. Please welcome Mr. Saurabh Yagnik, Executive Vice President and Head of SPN's English Cluster, who will give a lot of himself into the brand and the world of Sony BBC Earth. Good evening, sir. Great to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Siddharth. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And a big thank you for having taken the time to come here and feel alive. I have to reveal the campaign to you. But before that, I wanted to set a bit of context about how we went about doing things. So I think the biggest task we took on hand at this time was to say that we needed a product which was differentiated. Our biggest strength was positive, insightful storytelling. And the task was to create an emotional connect between the viewer and the joys of the natural world. So that was broadly what we took as the task on hand. Our objective is to put into the viewer's life a sense of well-being and subliminal happiness when they consume this channel. To bring alive this campaign, we associated, we partnered with the beautiful, the vivacious, the full of life, Mrs. Kareena Kapoor Khan.
Anybody else, just raise your hands and we're coming to you. Feel alive, feel about whatever you want to ask about our new channel, and we're more than happy to get the mic to you. Hello, ma'am. Feeling alive?
Hi, Kareena. This is Shama Bhagat here. Would like to ask you, have you been on any adventure, and have you seen wildlife in life?
Well, in India, I mean, there are very few places where you could spot, of course, wildlife in such close proximity. But of course, I'm obsessed with the tiger, so I've been to Ranthambore, and we sat in a jeep for nearly six and a half hours, both me and Saif. And I think the whole experience was actually so surreal that the fact that, they're so close. And I thought I would be scared, the first feeling is that, oh my God, but you realize that when you're that close, it's actually, I think it's the best feeling. Another moment that made me actually thank God that I'm alive and absolutely feel alive. So I think that, Ranthambore is actually was one of my most beautiful trips. And to be so close, so I'm sure I would recommend everyone to go there.
All right, there's a lady there. Yes, ma'am.
Saurabh sir, this question is for you. Can you tell us about the 360-degree marketing campaign that you fleshed out for the channel?
Yeah. We are amplifying it both on our network. In fact, our promotions for the channel are already on home network. We are also going outside network on television. There is a robust print plan. There is a traditional media plan, as well as a very strong digital plan. So it's going to be an all-round amplification where we are seeking to reach out to audiences, bringing this whole concept of feel alive to them.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, gentlemen, as well. Kareena, you're going to be interacting with our media personalities a little bit more. But give it up for everyone on stage. Thank you so much. And thank you for all your questions. Ladies and gentlemen, please immerse yourself into the natural world with our 3D art by clicking a picture and tagging us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Sony BBC Earth. And you can also get your personalized photo against select backgrounds in the picture booth and become a part of this natural world with an exclusive photo memory. And there are some few interactive tables, sir, where you can get more knowledge about Sony BBC Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, sare guests ke liye taaliyan baja dijiye, please. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Sumit.
23 days and you are looking so fabulous and awesome.
23 days नहीं, 63 days.
नहीं, 5 तारीख से Lakme Fashion Week.
हाँ, तभी से, yeah. हाँ.
You always
आप calculate कर रहे हो हर event. 23 days, 63 days from delivery, 23 days.
many congratulations for being part of this.
Thank you.
You never fail to surprise us with like जब लोग सोच रहे होते हैं आप इससे come back करेंगे उससे come back करेंगे and then you come up with something new.
But कौन सा comeback अभी 9 महीने में आप लोग ने इतने photos लिए, इतने interviews लिए, थक नहीं गए आप? कौन सा comeback?
नहीं, the break
I
you
didn't go anywhere.
the break
I
you
want
take-
to go now.
So how they plan to be a part of this? This
Association.
Yeah.
Sony BBC Earth. I think the association is, जैसे मैंने पहले भी कहा था, that I think that जो मेरी personality है, I think it's very similar to the concept of Sony BBC Earth. Very, very vivacious, very, very happy. I'm a very happy person. और जो भी content है Sony BBC Earth पे, I think it's all about adventure, it's all about nature, it's all about happiness, positivity. And I think that's very similar to the kind of person I am. So I think the coming together of being the Feel Alive ambassador and being the face of Sony BBC Earth, I think it's a great honor, a great privilege to be a part of this, to be able to spread such wonderful content.
Indian actors बाहर जाके काम करके आते हैं, like whether they work in TV or films, and when they again come back to India, आपको लगता है जो उनको brands होते हैं वो value ज़्यादा करते हैं, remuneration ज़्यादा मिलता है, and they are better deals मिलते हैं? Like working in abroad does make them a bigger brand?
No, that means if you work abroad also doesn't mean anything, ना? आप अगर abroad जाएं और वापस यहाँ आए, आपकी salary बढ़ेगी, वो पता नहीं मुझे. तो I don't know. It's the same thing. कि आप Hollywood में काम कर रहे हो, यहाँ काम कर रहे हो. I think your brand value is as much as you deliver, and I think it is as much as what your personality is. हर एक brand की एक personality होती है.
Very intelligent. Thank you so much.
I am very intelligent.
हाय करीना या अब जब आप सोनी चैनल को बीबीसी अर्थ को प्रमोट कर रही हैं तो क्या हम आगे जाके हमें किसी रियलिटी शो के जज या किसी तरह से और जुड़ाव किसी चैनल पे या किसी शो में, क्योंकि सैफ पहले एक रियलिटी शो में जज बन चुके हैं, तो आगे ऐसा कोई देखना होगा? वो चैनल बंद हो गया जो मैं सैफ की बात कर रहा हूँ.
कौन सा था?
9X.
I don't think he was a judge on anything. I don't think he ever has been. But I mean, ऐसे कभी सोचा नहीं है that whether I will be doing reality or judging. ऐसे, I mean, there are no plans. I'm not against it, but I don't know. I mean, there's no ऐसे such particular thought कि ये करना है, ये नहीं करना है. It depends. जैसे अगर मेरी personality अगर मेरे वक्त को suit करे तो I don't know. उस time पे मेरा क्या मन होगा.
करीना रिसेंटली रंगून रिलीज हुई है और कंगना और सैफ की केमिस्ट्री को काफी प्रेज किया गया है. देन व्हेन यू एंड सैफ कमिंग बैक ऑन स्क्रीन?
Well, that is something I don't know. I think whenever there's a good script के ऊपर depend होता है, chemistry के ऊपर नहीं. Chemistry भी अच्छी होती है जब script अच्छी होती है. So whenever there's a good script, I'm sure we'll work together.
Hi Kareena, this is Kaushik. There are a few Bollywood heroines who have made it really big in the South. But instead of Kareena Kapoor having a big, huge fan following in the South, we haven't seen her in any Southern movies. Given that you get a performance-oriented script, would you go ahead and do that in any South-oriented or South films?
I respect such, they have such great content, all South films. I truly respect and admire them. There's some great actors from Pawan Kalyan to Rajni sir to, so many people are doing such great work, to Mammootty sir. They all do, different content, whether it's Tamil or whether it's, Malayalam cinema, it's all great. But I don't understand the language. So I feel that if I don't understand the language, the connectivity will not be there. That's the only problem. But having said that, I have done one of my career best roles with one of the greatest directors in South, which was Mani Ratnam. So I've had the opportunity of working with him, which was wonderful, and I'll always cherish that.